All right. Good morning. With here. Today is Wednesday, March 11, 2026, and we've just begun today's streaming. The market has just opened up here. Market has just opened up here. So looking at the market, looking at what's going on, I'm not. Looking at what happened here, right? It was bullish today, the whole day yesterday, and suddenly that sold off and never came back up again, right? So that tells me that there is weakness on the chart. That tells me that there is weakness on the chart, right? So I'm cautious, very cautious. Do not want to be going long because there's weakness on the chart, but also do not want to be going short because the market has not yet showed us signs of weakness. Has not yet showed us that it wants to start going down. This is the 4 hours, and you can see that candle looks almost bullish. And if you look at the 1 hour candle, well, that's what you see again. You see a bullish candle, right? So, but on the time frame, on the higher time frame, what you see is general weakness. This was yesterday. It reversed yesterday, never came back up. It never came back up, and it stayed down there, right? So it's quite possible that it could go up, but I'm not really. I'm not confident. If it starts going up, that's totally fine, but I'm not confident in such a trade. More or less looking to see a bearish movement down. That is what I'm looking to see. And my thesis is that today could be a red day. And if that's the case, I want to get in. So I'm more comfortable going short than I'm going long, right? So I'm more comfortable going short than I am comfortable going long. So what I am hoping to capture there is the short side, but it is not yet clear what is going to happen. It's not yet clear yet. The market has not yet begun to move downwards. It's still on the upside, right? So for me, the plan now is just sort of to wait until I can get clarity on what's going to happen on where the market is headed. So I want to be patient. I don't want to chase price. I want to wait until I start seeing something. It's worth noting that today is a very important news. CPI year over year came in at 2.4% versus 2.4% forecasted, and month over month is 0.3 versus 0.3 forecasted. So this is a CPI candle 8:30 a.m. This candle right here, and this is what it did. So in comparison to comparison to other CPI events, this is nothing. This is really nothing, right? So it's really nothing, to say the least. All right. And for the fact that this is not, going up, tells me that, for the fact that it's going down, not going up, tells me that this could also, it supports my thesis that this could also be a bearish day, right? So I want to get that right first of all, and so yeah, that's what I'm gonna be looking to capture here. Yesterday, how did yesterday go with my trades? Well, yesterday I went well with my trades because yesterday I was able to close this in profit. As you can see, the account balance increased there, and the profit also increased there also as well. And what you see here now is I was able to take a trade sometime around 11 I already closed all my other trades in profit, so it was our profit for the day. So it was a very profitable day for me, and hoping that today will also be a more profitable day for me today. All right, so yeah, yesterday was the very first two trades that I took. I got out too early, I would say. It was like too early, but I got back again. This was the last trade that I got back. No, this was just right here. I got back this right here and got out. And I was gonna get in here too, but I did not trust the process. And if I did gotten in here, I would have been stuck. I could have been caught up in this sell off here, right? And this is a very rare thing to see in price activity, but it happened, right? So this weakness is a very rare thing to see, but it does happen. And if I had tried to chase this here, trying to capture this, I may got stuck in this because this came in pretty fast. Did not give you time to get out, so I may have gotten stuck in it. So I'm happy that I did not get stuck in it. All right, so we're still waiting. We're gonna wait for, wait for more clarity. Wait and see what happens. Tomorrow there is a news tomorrow. Unemployment claims at 8:30 a.m. Tomorrow, March 12th, 2026, Thursday. And following that is Friday, March 13th. That's also an even bigger news with the JOLTS job openings and the PCE price index and the GDP Q. So it is in fact a very interesting thing, to say the least. I'm looking at some of the news going on today. IEA reportedly considering release of oil reserves. The International Energy Agency is poised to decide whether to release a record amount of oil from the group's strategic reserves today. The Wall Street Journal reported that the IEA circulated a proposal internally on Tuesday to potentially release up to 400 million barrels of oil from its reserve, more than double what it released to mitigate the impact of Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. The 32 member nations are expected to decide on the plan today, per the Wall Street Journal. The proposal comes after a group of 7 finance and energy officials met Tuesday to discuss possible release from their own reserves to stem the impact of the war in Iran on the global supply chain. WTI futures have risen nearly 30% since the Iran war began in late February. Actually, what is that doing? I want to see what that oil is doing. This is, where is it? So it's this. No. God. So where is it? I'll just US oil. All right, so it's actually still, this was the oil that went up there and then crashed back again, and it's still trading higher though. Still really trading higher. It's what it is. So we're getting back there. All right, look at what's going on in the chat there. Okay, we'll get back to this after, anyways. February inflation data due out Wednesday. That's already out. That's the CPI. Oracle stock jumps after strong earnings. Oracle shares are jumping this morning after the cloud computing giant beat Wall Street estimates in its latest quarterly earnings report. Oracle also lifted its revenue outlook for fiscal 2027 and said its backlog is at a record $553 billion. The stock has been in a slump for the last several months as investors have grown concerned about the backlog's reliance on a few large customers, notably OpenAI, and about Oracle's debt load as it raises money to fund its data center build out. Oracle shares, which through yesterday's close had shed a quarter of their value since the start of the year, We're up 10% in recent pre-market trading. Boeing says deliveries could be delayed. Boeing production quality improvement hit a snag on Tuesday as the plane maker said it found scratched wiring in some of its undelivered aircraft. Per multiple reports, the company did not share a number of planes that were affected or specific fixes, but it said it has identified the cause and said the issue could be fixed in a number of days for each plane impacted. While the issue could delay some first quarter deliveries, Boeing said it is holding its delivery target at around 500 737 MAX planes this year. Extra focus has been placed on Boeing's production quality in the last 2 years since a door plug detached from Alaska Airlines plane in mid-flight in January 2024, leading to months of investigation, production halts, and a CEO change. Boeing shares were little changed pre-market after sliding 3%. All right, that's just about the news there. So now we get back to this chart. All right, so this is very clearly looking like what I thought it would be, right? So when I did my analysis, I said that I'm more or less looking for a bearish downside. That I think today is going to be the red day, and that's what it feels like. That's what's happening right now, right? So if it was bullish, it would be rocketing up right now. It would not be doing this, but it is bearish. So that tells us that we could actually be right, but we're not sure yet. So I'm not quite sure yet. I still want to be sure. So because of that, I have to see more price activity. I have to see more things before I can say, oh, this is what's going to happen, right? So right now, not sure yet. I want to see this continue to go down. I want to see that before I can decide. I just want to see more price activity. That's what I want to see. I want to see more price activity. But when I do enter a trade, my stop is going to be right over there. That's what the stop would be. But first of all, I would like to see this candle to close red, and probably the next candle to start going down red. Then maybe I can then go short. But I want the price to clearly show us and to clearly begin to go in the downside direction. That's what I want to see before I can take a trade. So now it's all about it's pretty much a waiting game. Wait to see what happens there. All right, so you can see that pulling back up again. Yeah. So from red switch to green. Yeah, this is why you gotta wait, you gotta have patience, right? Yeah, a lot of this pre-market move is just it's just frankly annoying. You get caught up, and you can get chopped up. I pretty much try to stay away from it for the most part, unless it's very very clear. If it becomes clear, then I don't mind. But if I was in that trade and put my stop here, it could take out my stop and maybe start going down, right? And meanwhile, I would be holding this with all the anxiety in the world. So yeah, I don't want that. So let's just wait and see what happens. So it's slowing down. No trades yet. No trades yet, but it's gonna be a waiting game for sure. So we'll wait. Is what it is. We'll wait. We'll wait. Yeah, this is going to be crazy. Probably a long day. The volatility in this is dry though. There's not much going on. I was thinking that there'll be much going on, even with the CPI data. But what we get is just pretty much dry and slow day. Oh, look at this. This already flipped. But it's already flipped many times, anyways. Uh, uh, okay, so that candle closed, but this is now pushing up a little bit. Um, okay, all right. Okay, look at that. Did you see that? So it's pushing up. I'm really tempted to start going long, but like, I don't. My thesis is not long. That is not my thesis. That is not my thesis. Um, I don't. I don't believe in it though. I really don't believe in it. I feel like, um, yeah, I really don't believe in it. Yeah, I really do not believe in it. Um, I mean, I could jump in, but I would not be trading. I would not be trading my. I would be breaking my rules, right? So, but I mean, I think I'm probably better off just not even messing around with this. I don't understand it. I don't understand what's going on, right? So that's what I'm saying, right? On the other hand, I'm thinking about it though. I'm really thinking about it. It's just that it doesn't make any sense, right? It just doesn't make any sense, right? That is just what I am, worried about. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I mean, like, why would it be going up? Though, not that I'm trying, like he could really do anything he wants to do, but um, like this by itself alone is pure bearishness, right? So that's pure weakness. So um, it could go up and stay there, but I don't trust it. So I'm just gonna wait, stay out to. I want to see this candle close green first. This candle has to close green before I can worry about anything. If it closes green, then I may think of going long and just taking it for what it is. But if it closes red, I'm still gonna wait. But you can see, if you jump in here, you could be caught. You could be caught in this. You could be really caught. You could be really caught. This could be a trap. this could be a trap indeed. Yeah, you can see that it's already selling off. Yeah, that there we go. Yeah, if you jumped in that and it's doing this, you gotta be worried. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm not. There's no way I'm fucking jumping in that. There's no way I'm jumping in there. No. Nope. Yeah, this is not. Like it looks. It just looks bearish, right? It looks. It does look bearish. Um, though. Though what I'm gonna say is this: I'll wait for this candle to close. If it closes green, then I may begin thinking about bullish. Then it could really be bullish, right? It could really be bullish, but that candle has to close. Um, I just really don't trust that bullishness because I mean, if it was gonna be a bullish day, then what happened here would not happen. Like I mean, you can take a look at that you can see what I'm talking about here. So this is yesterday's close, and this is so like yeah. To me, it doesn't make any sense, right? Uh, doesn't make any sense. It might be right, but the market doesn't really. The market could do whatever it wants to do, right? But I'm just being cautious. I don't want to jump in. Even saying this now, I think I've realized that the past couple of days has been difficult in terms of the price action. Has been a little bit hard. Uh, Yesterday was hard. The day before that was hard. Friday was also a little bit hard. Was hard too. Thursday was hard because you get fooled around before you get false directional runs before it starts going the right direction. Yeah, I could have been caught up in there. If I had gotten long there, I could have been caught up. Because that. Yeah, I don't want to be caught up in that. Nope, I don't want to be caught up in that. Yeah, I was caught up in a day like this on Monday. Had a loss. What should have been a profit ended up being a loss. Um, so yeah, but it's what it is. Yeah, this candle has to close green. Well, not on the 50 minutes actually. That's what I meant. Has to close green, but also has to close green before I can worry about that. Before I can think about maybe going long. But I really don't like that long theory. I really don't like that. Because it's pretty much at the top of it's like buying at the top, right? So I don't like buying at the top. Okay. All right. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? So that run up there is now pretty much giving it all back. Um, but we'll still wait for that candle to close. Yeah, indeed, it's the days has been pretty hard. Um, there we go. All right. There There we go. So it's completely changing now. Flip into red. Flip into red from green. Okay, all right. So yeah, so if I'm gonna, I think I'm liking this. This kind of has to close red first, and I want to see the next one forming red. The stop, if I'm gonna be going into this position on the sell, the stop would be right here. So I just want to do that math to see how much the stop is. The stop would be about 24 points, which is not bad. So $24. That's the risk. That is not bad. That is not bad. I don't mind risking that because I already, my thesis was that it's gonna be a red day, a bearish day. That is my thesis, right? So it's, and the chart itself, it's showing us that that is what could possibly happen, right? Nice. Interesting indeed. All right, this, it does give me confidence. It does give me confidence, more confidence that yeah, it gives me more confidence indeed. Yeah, this gives me more confidence. This has to close red first. Even if it closes green and it closes at this tiny, this with this tiny type of candle, that's just bearishness. It tells me that that's bearishness, right? So that's what it tells me, and I'm willing to risk the entry and the stop over there. I'm absolutely willing to risk that. I don't think today is gonna be a green day. At least it's not looking like it. Even though anything is possible on this chat, anything is totally possible. That's what you should understand. All right, so it's flipping now. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. So want to see that? You want to see that close red first. Beautiful stuff. So want to see that close red. Hasn't yet done that. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is a sign that, oh, this could be a bearish day. That's a sign, right? That is a sign. All right. So I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm seeing. The risk will be down over there at this top here. If it starts coming up for any reason, that will be the risk. And I like to get out there. I'm thinking I may take more risks today. Probably thinking about 3 to 4 contracts, and I'm not gonna be doing what I did yesterday. I'm gonna be holding those 3 to 4 contracts until I see a significant drop in price. I'm not gonna be panic selling them. Trying to get out. Trying to jump out for just a mega profit, but I'm gonna be holding this to see a reasonable profit. That's what I plan to do. All right, 2 minutes before that candle closes. But this really tells us, it gives us a glimpse of the intention of this price activity. All right, so if you remember, this was really a large green, and that changed real quickly to a red. So that is, something you should understand, right? So still wait for that candle to close, and want to see the next candle go into the downside. Now 1 minute before that candle closes. So now it's flipping green again. Well, wait for it to close. Okay, all right. So that candle has now closed, and closed green. This is now moving red. Okay, I want to get in there. I want to get in short. My stop would be at this stop right here. I want to get in short. I do want to get in short. So I'm gonna get in short now. One there. Um, so one there. I'm gonna get in one there, and I'm gonna be waiting uh, for for as it goes down. As it continues to go down, I'm gonna be adding more as it continues to go down there. I just wanted to confirm that my direction is correct. And as it continues to go down, I'm going to be adding more contracts. Perhaps 3, 4, not more than 4, maybe not more than 4 contracts, probably even 5. Well, not more than 4, but if I'm going to add 5, then the 2 contracts, I have to take profit right away, as I see profit. But those 3 contracts, I'm going to be holding those 3 contracts till I see a significant profit from those. So the stop is right here for this, and that's about 20 something points, 24 points or so. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. So I'm gonna be adding more gradually, slowly. I'm gonna be layering those contracts down there as it moves down. Yeah, I'm simply not adding more here because of this, right? Because of what stuff like this. So it's gonna bounce up and down before it finally starts going down, if that's the case. So I wanna be take my time to add more as it starts going down. Still possible this could still flip up, absolutely possible, right? So, but I'm willing to take this risk because I've seen already signs of weakness on the chart. So I want to believe that, and let's go. All right, so it's gonna be a waiting game. I really do love the way that I trade. I love the way that I trade because trading this way, I get to capture a lot of point, which not a lot of traders do. But you know, it's a long trading door. But it's, to me, it's totally worth it. So this is now flipping green again. Um, so again, my uh, stop loss is right over there. But I really can't imagine this going up. It's hard for me to imagine this going up, especially since I'm seeing all these weaknesses there, right? So you know, and also what happened yesterday. Yesterday was, I think, the decisive fact for me that you know this is just, it just wants to go down, I guess. But it could still go up. Again, my stop loss is there for that reason. Uh, I gotta be on guard. Yeah. So it's still taking its time, I believe. Um, you know, I kind of hate it when the price starts slowing down. Kind of used to that. You know, getting in and price going down, flushing down, or you know, going up if it wants to go up. You know, like that fast price action. Kind of used to that. Uh, Seeing you know price slowing down like this is just. But it's what it is. You gotta hold. You gotta hold for a long time, I guess. Though looking at my stats, and I'm beginning to kind of see that typically my holding period is average win hold is about an hour, and average loss hold is about an hour point 7. So I know this is gonna be an hour hold. So with that information, I actually know what to expect, right? So if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's it. You know, if I'm wrong, I don't want to stay wrong. I want to get out. You know, I want to be out. I want to jump out. And if I'm right, then you know, yeah, there you go. I want to hold the trade for long. You know, I want to milk the market, right? So that's what it is. There we go. Beautiful. So let's see this keep on going down. If this candle closes, 15 minutes candle closes, and if it starts going down, keeps on going down, I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna add one more there, and as long as it keeps on going down, I'm gonna be adding more. I'm gonna be adding to the position. Beautiful stuff. This is beautiful. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. Let's go. Beauty. Beautiful stuff. All right, I'm liking what I'm seeing now. It looks like it's moving, so I'm gonna add one more there. I'm gonna add one more there, and the more it moves down, the more I'm gonna be adding more. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. Let's go. Beautiful stuff. So added one more there, and the more it keeps on going down, the more I'm gonna be adding more. Though I'm thinking about risk now because the stop loss is still right over there. That's where the stop loss is. So if for whatever reason it starts doing nonsense, I have to have to start kicking out one contracts one after the other. Right? I have to start doing that. I have to start taking out contracts. Taking the loss for what it is. So maybe try to mitigate the loss if I can. But this is going good. This is going beautiful. It's going beautiful. It's going so far. It's going good. So far it's going good. So far it's going good. So far it's going good. Thank God for that. So far it's going good. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Beautiful stuff. This is beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Beautiful sight. Beautiful stuff. So that I'm gonna be adding more again, but not there. Wait for that candle to. I think I may do 4 contracts, not 5. Probably I could do 5. I could do 5. But we'll see. I'm just worried about the risk because what is going on. Right, anything is possible. I'm worried about that risk. So I want this 15 minutes candle to close, then I could add one more there. So I want that candle to close, and then I'll add one more. That bringing it down to 3. Whoa, what is that? What is that? Whoa, what is that? What is that? Yeah. So now I'm not quite comfortable adding there. What is that? That is something else, man. Whoa, what is that? Whoa, what is that? That was really fast. I still gotta wait for this candle to close before I can add more. I gotta wait for that candle to close. even though it's flushing down, it's going down, and you know you're tempted to kind of add more, but I really gotta wait for that candle to close. Whew. Ouch. Sheesh. 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 Ish. Damn. Damn, man. Yeah, I still gotta wait. I gotta wait for that to close. I still gotta wait for that to close. Yeah, this is phenomenal stuff. So 1 minute before it closes. Damn. Damn. So that is 1 minute before that candle closes, or less than 1 minute before it closes. Um, so it's kind of giving back all that he's done. Pull it back a little bit there, I guess. It's a good spot to actually add. So that candle has closed. See, I want to see that continue to go down before I want to add, because this could be the reversal. All right, so I want to see that. Yeah, this is good. I'm gonna add more there. Yeah, pullback. There's pullback. Yeah, maybe pullback. I don't know. It's pulling back. Yeah, the worst thing that could happen now is this, you know, reversing going up again. That's the worst that could happen. But I have to start taking out losses or whatever the case might be. If it's losses or whatever, you know. But let us hope that this is going up, not going down. So this is a pullback happening here. Yeah. Now I'm not sure what's going on here though. All right. Yeah. It would have been nice to get in on that pullback there because it's going down now, but it's still fine. As long as I'm in the right direction, that's what really matters. But I have to think about, you know, just in case something else happens, right? So you gotta be cautious. Okay. All right. Thank God it's going down. So let's hope this continues. Let's hope it continues going down there. Yeah, I still want to add more. I still want to add at least one more, or if not even two more. But these three I plan to hold. The two more that the two extra that I'm gonna add, I will have to get out of it, just to take profit. I'll take quick profit on those. But the threes that I have there now, they're here now, I'm going to be holding those ones. I'm gonna be holding those ones, till like I can see. So I'm gonna add. I wanna add one more there. Actually, let me before I do that, let me just look at something. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna add one more there. I'm gonna add one more here. I also want to look at the NASDAQ to see if NASDAQ is doing. I haven't actually didn't look at that. Is the NASDAQ doing the same thing as the SPX? Okay, yes, it is doing the same thing as SPX. It is doing the same thing as SPX. NASDAQ is actually moving lower. It's doing the same thing as SPS. It's moving much more lower than SPS is doing. Okay, beautiful. Let's go. I want to see this flush down. Very good. I want to see it flush down. I want to see it flush down. Oh yeah, this is not. Yeah, I don't like when it does that. I don't like when it does that. Um, well, let's just hold this and see. To me, 4 contracts is a little bit too much for this small account. But the good thing that I'm doing this is because even though I have 4 contracts, as you can see, a few of them are already in profits. So if it starts to flip around, I may have to start closing the contracts, taking out those that has profit, time profit. It's just good risk management. That way, at least I know I just have a few contracts that if things starts to go bad, then I can at least I have not too many contracts, right? So so the account, uh, something that the account can handle. Yeah, I just hate when it does this stuff. Yeah, I really hate it when it does that. I do hate it when it does that. Yeah, instead of going down, it's doing that. Nasdaq is almost doing the same thing too, right? So I hate when it does stuff like this. I do hate it when it does stuff like that. Um, but I'm going to be holding this until the 15 minutes kind of closes. I'm going to be holding that. Yeah, I really hate when it does that. Yeah, I really hate when it does that, and I have too many contracts on. I really hate that. I really hate that. Yeah, I'm thinking about risk management now because I have way too many contracts here. 4 contracts is way too many for this small account. If this was like if the account size was like say $1,000. Yeah, maybe. So I don't like what I'm seeing here, even though this is a reversal, but I don't like what I'm seeing. I kind of want to take out that one contract there, right? So I don't like what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, even though it might be just a normal reversal, uh, but I don't like it for the fact that I'm already over leveraged on this position. This is probably the first time I've done 4 contracts and held it like this. Normally, just like I did yesterday, I would, I'm okay putting just 3 contracts and holding like this. Even 3 contracts is a little bit too much. Maybe 2 contracts and just holding and just letting it play out. But 4 contracts, it's a little bit. This is probably the first time though, my first time doing it. But let's see. It's making me quite uncomfortable, right? So I don't like that. I don't really like it. I don't like to be uncomfortable, to be over leveraged in this small account because any small thing can take it out, right? Any small mistake can destroy the account itself, and I don't want to be risking that. So I'm thinking, what should I be doing now? Okay, wait for this 50 minutes candle to close. First of all, let's wait for that candle to close. Then we can decide. Because this could also do like come back to 78.6 if you put a Fibonacci here. 78.6 is possible before it starts going down. Even 61.8. But at that point, I would already be in a big loss. I just hope it doesn't happen though. I just really hope it doesn't happen. So, but I'm okay just taking out 1 contract there, or maybe 1 or 2, and just leaving the two other ones to kind of run. That way, I can still make profit that way though. But I don't want to be doing stupid stuff. So, but I'm just gonna wait for this candle to close first. Then I can decide what I want to do. Yeah, it's in a way, I would say, in a way annoying because I remember last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks, I was in a similar trade like this, a red day, and I was waiting for this bounce to happen. It never came. The bounce never came, and I was already with 1 contract, and I missed the whole move, waiting for the bounce that never came, right? And now I'm thinking, oh, the bounce, there's not gonna be a bounce, and there you have it. There's a bounce, and it's just taking its time and doing whatever. So I mean, it's what it is. It's the market. You cannot always be right. You know, you cannot always be right. Okay, so 3 minutes before that 15 minutes candle closes. Yeah, I really don't like the way that it is just doing this. I really don't like it. I feel like I should be taking out, 1 or 2 contracts there. At least this contract right here. Um, But man, it drives me crazy that he's doing this right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be taking out that. I still want to wait for that to close, but yeah, it really drives me crazy. It drives me insane. Yeah, it drives me insane that it is doing this. And I'm beginning to even wonder though, is this gonna be, is this gonna be actually be a normal day, or just like gonna be like, like a whatever day, right? So I'm beginning to think about that. Yeah, all right. This is I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like this. Even though it can still go to my, even though it still looks bearish, but I don't like it. I'm too much leveraged too much, and it's doing this. I bought this, but more contrast, thinking that it will start going down. That is what I expected. It will start going down right away, but it's not doing that. And if this goes to 78.2 retracement, or even 61.8 retracement, I would not be happy holding this. Right. So yeah, I'm not gonna be. I have to get out of one contract now. Yeah, I have to get out of one now. I don't like. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. I swear to God, man, this is just nonsense. Uh, Whatever. Yeah, it's not doing what I thought it would be doing. Um, it's not. It's not. It's not doing it. It's not doing it. No, it's not doing it. So that candle has now closed. I, my God, man, this is just drives me crazy. So it closed. The next one is coming red. You know what? I think I want to close this. I'm gonna close one. Yeah, I'm gonna close one. Yeah, it's just way too much nonsense. Yeah, so this is what I was worried about. Because, flipping from red to green, this is what I was worried about. Um, but, I'm going to be, if it starts doing that, I'm going to be taking out, I'm going to be jumping out, as the case might be. But I'm already at one contract. I may have to get out under one there just to kind of, I still think it would be a red day. That's what I still think. This is just to me. This looks like a normal reversal. That's what it looks. That's what it looks to me. Though it looks like a normal reversal. So we'll just wait. You know, if it starts going down, I may add back that one contract. I may not even add it back, just because I'm kind of disorganized right now. Was not expecting this. Okay, looks like it's coming down. Yeah, I'm not gonna be adding any more here. I'm just gonna wait till it comes down there. I may add more down there. At least by then I know for sure. Okay, this is not going down. Because right now what you have is just it still looks undecisive, right? So yeah, yeah, okay. It's actually going up. Anyway, we'll just wait. Yeah, we'll manage risk. If it means taking a loss, we'll take a loss, whatever the case might be. It's all good. Yeah, I'll be worried when it gets up here, even though at that point it will probably be too much loss for me. So I'm beginning to think, what do I have to do now? Because this is not what I want to see on this chat. It's not what I want to see on this. It's not what I want to see on this. Okay, so I'm still gonna hold this one too. I'm still gonna hold this. A very clear way for me to know that this might still start going up, or this, the return has changed, will be if this gets up here. But I'm not willing to risk all these trades to up there. No, I'm not willing to do that. I may take a loss. I may take out one contract and then hold the two and see what happens. I still think today could be a red day until I'm proven wrong, and that would be somewhere up here, which unfortunately is a little bit too high. I did not plan that. Did not plan to get there, but let's just wait. It's what it is. It's what it is. It's a difficult day. It's a difficult day. But let's just see what happens. I'm gonna knock out one contract for a loss and hold the two, see what happens. Then I will adjust the loss as it may be. So this can still come back to well, right now it's 61.8. Could get up to 78.6. I'm willing to do that. But what all this is telling me is that today may not even be. Today is not that sort of a day like the past few weeks has been. Today is actually could be a slow day. So yeah, that's what I'm getting from this anyway. Because he hasn't done much. He hasn't really done much. He hasn't done much. Yeah, honestly, I'm quite disappointed in this price activity. It's almost garbage. It's almost garbage. Um, it's almost garbage, and I'm gonna have to start the risking because I don't. This is not what I expect this to be. It's almost garbage. Yeah, it's almost garbage. No, it's almost not almost. It's garbage. It's just pure garbage. Yeah. By now, normally by now there would have been, profits or whatnot. But this is just, yeah, it just paints the picture of today. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be adding any more trades here today. This is not a normal day. This is not a typical day, so I'm not gonna be risking that. Rather, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be taking out some of my trades here because clearly this is not. This is just doing something else. Unless of course it changes and starts doing what starts doing something that I recognize and that I want to participate in. If not, this is not even worth my time. So 7 minutes before that candle closes, I'm thinking of taking out one contract, for a small loss there, because I could always add it back because I don't want to have more loss than is necessary. I'm thinking of doing that. My God, man, this price action is so nasty. Hmm. Okay, I'm also looking at the 15 minutes and the 1 hour or so. So the 1 hour chart is what this is what it looks like. So 6 minutes before that closes. Yeah, this is not the typical day. Okay, I'm gonna wait till. Actually, I don't have to wait till 11 because this is not doing what I ever imagined it would do. This is like totally different from my plan. And if it's doing something different from my plan, I don't want to be holding it longer than I need to. Yeah, crazy day indeed. Okay. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that is crazy. This is what I was trying to avoid. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is what I was trying to avoid. Um, doesn't mean that it can still go down. It doesn't mean like it can still go down though. But I want to now to risk this. I want to get out. Yeah, this is crazy. Crazy day. Really crazy. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this one. But I want to see that candle close though. It's 1 minute before it closes. I want to see that first. Let's see. Though whatever happens, I'm just gonna be getting out though. Unless it starts going down, but which I'm not willing even to bet to risk on that anymore. This is not what I wanted to see. Yeah, the best thing that I can do for myself is to just to the risk, and to get out. I can hold 2 contracts, but not 3 contracts like that. So it's closed now. I'm gonna get out of this one. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of one there. I'll take that loss. That's fine. So just wait. These two, I can decide what I want to do with that. Yeah, this is not what I want to see. This is not what I want to see. It's not what I want to see. It's doing totally opposite stuff that I want to see here. It's doing totally opposite stuff. Uh, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Well, I think I have to agree that I'm in the wrong side of the trend because this is going totally opposite of what I expected, and I don't, you know, I don't. It's hard for me to see any stuff from this. It's really hard for me to see any. Yeah, it's a hard day. It's really a hard day. Sucks. Yeah. The only thing is that I could barely understand what is going on here, even though it's flipping now. But this, my God, it drives me crazy, man. I could barely understand what is going on here now. Okay, now it's washing down now, man. Yeah, I really hate this, man. So I'm already down 18 points. I'm already down 18 points. I really hate it. I really hate this. Yeah, all good. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I may or may not add more contracts there. I may or may not add it. Though even though I want to add at least one back, but I don't like what happened here. I really don't like it. I really don't like it. I really don't like that. Whew, man. Yeah, okay. All good. Well, I mean, loss is part of the game, right? So let's see. Yeah, let's see if it continues going down. I had to take out that one contract because, well, two contracts because I just didn't know what's gonna happen. And if it's gonna flip to the upside, I wanna quickly cut out the losses right away. Yeah, I really hate this, but it's all good. Today today's a little bit a little bit hard, I would say. Yeah, it's already 11 o'clock, and there's nothing has really happened here so far. So you can see there's not been any significant event so far. So it tells me that they may never be, right. Tells me they may never be. It's 11:05, and there's nothing that has happened here so far. I'm going to begin sort of cutting off because this is just looking ridiculous, crazy. There's nothing that has happened here so far. Then I know that this is not what I would typically trade, so I'm just have to go start cutting out my contracts. That I like probably drop it down to one, but I'd like to see it come down lower so I can just jump out there out of one contract, maybe possibly even two contracts, and sort of reposition myself correctly, because now I'm seeing now that I am on the, like, I'm not. This is not a typical price activity that you normally see. This is not it. This is something different. Man, this gives me a headache, man. Yeah, days like this give me a headache. Oh man. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, normally this is probably would be where I probably want to add one more, but I'm not gonna add more to this trade. This is not a good. This is not a good day. Today is pretty much a trashy day. I'm not gonna be adding anything here. I actually want to get out of the ones that I have. Whew. Man, yeah, this does suck. You know, I kind of want to add one more there again, but just not more than that. It does suck. It does piss me off because the loss that I took there was a loss that's not supposed to be, right? So, and I don't want to be fighting, losses stuff like that. But it does piss me off for sure. All right, today is not a, I understand that now is not a type of day that I want to be risking so much on the chat. I'm going to be ending the stream though, at some point anyways, because this normally by now I would have at least had my first profit, but this is just looking nasty. Okay, I kind of want to add one more there, but I want to add it somewhere up here. Yeah, I want to add one more there. I think I'm gonna add one more, but not gonna be doing 4 contracts again. This 3 is just good. Yeah, look at that nonsense. So now it's pushing down now like crazy. But I already took a loss that I should not have taken. I already took it. Yeah. Today just tells me that this is I'm not gonna be adding any more there. I actually gonna be taking out the ones that I've added. Yeah, that's crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy stuff. I already took a loss, and now it won't. I can't add any more contract there. I can't do that. I have 2 contracts down there. I can't do that. No, I cannot do that. Nope. What a useless day. Anyway, tomorrow is another day. There's no FOMO for me there here. Tomorrow is always gonna be another day. Yeah, I can't even add that too. Maybe I could add that, but I wanna see get higher. just want to add one more there. Let's see. That I'm gonna take that out right away though when it hits profit, if it ever does hit profit. Whew, whatever. Oh boy, yeah. What a day. Probably gonna take out one of these here. Probably add it back at some point again. I think I'm beginning to see what the day might look like. I don't want to be caught up in today, man. Yeah, like it's $2, $3. You know, this is crazy. My God, man. Oh boy, look at this. Oh God. Okay, it's all good. Um, yeah, it's just a short day, is what it is. I'm gonna close that one there. I'm gonna hold the other two. See what happens there. If this ever pulls back, I'm gonna be adding more up there. If it gets up here, I'm gonna add, I'm gonna add to that pullback. But I want to see. That's the way that's what I'm gonna trade this anyways. So today is not looking like a normal day. It's just whatever it is. I'm gonna be closing the stream right now because I have to get something else. We'll be back again tomorrow. I'm gonna trade this, as the day goes and see what happens. See what happens really. I'm gonna be trading this as the day goes. Okay. All right. So ending the stream for today. We're back again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Ikechukwu right here.